What is up, people? I hope you can hear me all right. We're driving in the truck right now. I just got out of one of my finals. Fucking sucked, obviously. But we're going fishing. I'm fucking hype. It's nice as hell out today. I got 2 rods with me here. I'm kind of dumb because my bait caster that I wanted to use, I thought I had the right reel on, but I don't, so I have braid. And I was gonna try to use a jerk bait. That may or may not work. We're gonna find out. We got a bunch of stuff. We're going to the lake up here. The lake's pretty decent. I've caught some pretty nice fish here. Haven't been on them too much lately. I haven't really had too much time to actually fish the lake. But now that it's starting to get nice out and school is ending, I am hoping to start doing some more fishing videos. Most of you probably don't know, I fished on a bass fishing tournament team for, I think it was 2 or 3 years. We were the Lehigh Valley Junior Bass Masters, and my last year of being on the tournament team, we came in, I think it was 7th. We did not move on to the finals, but it's okay. It was an awesome tournament. I had my personal best bass that I caught at that lake, caught on that day, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, so I did that for a while, so I know a pretty good amount about bass fishing. So we're gonna try to apply that to the lake up here at school, and we'll see what happens. I brought the chesty with me. We're probably gonna have a good time. Alan's up there, his friend Matthias, I think that's how you say his name, he's up there. So we're gonna go meet him up there and catch you on the lake. Alright, we just pulled up to the lake. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the chesty, get all my stuff out, and Alan and his buddy are right down there, so we're gonna go walk over and see if we can't catch some fish.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, baby. Decent looking fish. Pretty. Later. Alan's having a blast out here with these sunnies. Well, my memory's dying a little bit on here, so we're gonna try to make this short, but got to the next spot, and right as I look down in the water, there's a dead fish chilling right there. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but it's what it's looking like right now. Fish, fish, fish. Oh yeah. Decent fish, I think. Oh, he ain't bad. Well, that was the second cast over here. He's a decent little guy on the black and blue jig. Wow, put a real big hole in his mouth. He's alright. Thanks, bud. See ya. Maybe this spot will be good. Oh, I think I might have another one. Oh, yes, no, yes. Oh, maybe not. In case you guys were wondering, I'm just fan casting this jig right now. I'm trying to find some of the rocks that are underneath, trying to target them. It's real hard to see right now because it's so windy. When the wind dies down, you can see a little bit more, but that's all I'm doing. Just gonna give you a quick rundown of what I'm fishing with. The reel is a Johnny Morris Bass Pro Carbon Light Series. It's a 7:1-to-1 gear ratio. It's real nice. I love this thing. It's super light. The grips, I forget where I got these, but the grips that come on it are like these foam and they're not real nice, so I put these grips on it. I'm fishing with 35-pound braid, It's just the green braid, as you can see. The rod, I don't know if you can read it, but it's a carrot stick. Shout out to John Hicks, aka Johnny Boy. He hooked me up with this thing. I bought it off him for 50 bucks. You can see there, it's a 7'6". It is a heavy action. This thing's awesome. It's a really obnoxious color, but it's really nice when you're jig fishing and stuff like that, and heavy baits, because it's got a real nice backbone on it. The tip's pretty sensitive, so when you get those little bites where they just pick it up and start running with it, you feel them right away. All around, this is probably my favorite rod and reel setup to use. I like to jig fish a lot. I find that you can catch a lot bigger fish on jigs for whatever reason I don't know, but that's just what it seems to be. Another thing about this reel is it's really quiet. When you cast, it doesn't make any weird noises or anything like that. It's super smooth. You can dial it in like nothing else. All my other reels that I have, this is probably my most expensive reel. I forget how much I got it for. I think it was on sale when I bought it. But all my other reels, when you cast and reel in, they all have that weird, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not really like a crunch, but you can hear the reel spin. This one's real quiet and I love it. It's awesome. Got another fish. Oh, you got off. Oh no. God damn. I've been trying to save my battery and my memory and just turn it on when I hook up. And of course I set the hook on that one and he gets off. Oh man, that's alright. I'm gonna get back in there and get him. Doing a quick switch over to the jerk bait. Bass aren't really hitting the jig too much. So we're gonna see if we can't get some action on something that's moving real good. So what I'm doing now is going back to the truck. I'm gonna put the poles and stuff in. The dock is pretty close to where I'm at. We're gonna go over to the launch area, and we're gonna see if we can't catch some there. I've had some luck there before in the fall, but since the water is starting to warm up, it's not as warm as it was in the fall. We're gonna see if we can't catch them there. If not, that's gonna be it, but hoping not. We'll see if we get some luck over there. Alright. Bad looking guy. Oh yeah. Beautiful fish. I don't know if you can tell, but right there by its eye, it's like he's being attacked a little bit. He's doing pretty healthy. Thanks, bud. I like to thank the fish gods after I catch a fish, you know. Try to keep up the good mojo. Another fish on the jerkbait, man. I didn't think this thing was gonna work. Pretty surprised. The water temps are real low. I'm not sure what it is. This might be a big one. Maybe not. Decent fish though. For probably a good 2 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't revive him. Thanks again. Got 5 minutes left on this memory card. We're gonna see if we can't get one more before the battery dies and the memory runs out. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so what I have here is a couple of the baits that I like to use during this time pre-spawn moving into the spawn. So we're going to get right into it. Right here I have a football head jig. It is somewhat of a green pumpkin color with a little bit of brown in it. As you can tell, it's pretty used. This was probably one of my first jigs. There's no more paint left on the head. That used to be brown, I think. They have a weed guard, and I usually run them with some sort of trailer right on here. It seems to work pretty well. The next thing I like to use is a jerk bait. This is actually the same one I was using today. I have 2 of them. It is a Rick Clun Classic. It is a suspending jerk bait. It goes, I think it says on the back, it goes about 5 to 8 feet deep. These run you a pretty penny. I think these are like 11 bucks a piece, which is not fun when you lose it. But these are really nice. They have a rattle in them, so when you're jerking it around, the fish like to rattle and they attack it. They feel threatened. So that's what I was catching them on today a lot. Another thing I use here is this Yamamoto Senko worm. I believe these are the, I want to say 6-inch. I don't know. The barcode and stuff's all rubbed off on the bag here, as you can see. These are essential when you're fishing for bass using artificial baits. You can use these literally all year round. What I do is I'll either rig them with a wide gap hook or one of these straight shanks. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but this one's a straight shank. So when you rig it, put it on like so, pull it out the side, pull it all the way up the top like this, line it up, punch it through, and this right here is now weedless. You bury the hook just a little bit, and you can pull this through whatever you want. It shouldn't get hung up too much. When I run it like this, I'll run a bullet sinker on the top here. If I'm not running it like that, I will run it, it's called a wacky rig. So you just take the hook, run it straight down through the middle, and it goes like this. And what you do is you throw it out, you let it sink, and then what you're going to do is after a couple seconds you're going to lift it straight up, and when you drop it, it looks like this. And then they think it's like a dying bait fish or something, but you can fish these literally any time around the year. I've caught some huge bass on this thing. So this is definitely an essential. Right here you can see it just comes in a plastic bag like this. You can see there's a bunch in there. I've used a bunch of them already, but these things probably run you, I think they're like $7.49 a bag, but they're definitely essential. So there's a little bit of what I use during this time of the year right now when the water is still pretty chilly, starting to warm up, the fish are starting to get active. That's going to do it for the video. I'm going to put links down in the description of all those baits, different variations, colors, you name it. They're going to be on Amazon. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to help your boy out, I am an Amazon associate, so I have to make, I think, 3 more sales on my associate's account for me to start making commission on things that you guys buy. So I'll put those links down in the description, and please help me out. Buy a couple. They're not that expensive. I'll put a bunch of them in there. So let me know what you think. If you guys have any ideas of videos that you want me to do, put it in the description. Make sure you like it first, like the video. If you're not already, please subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.